The simplified value-added tax or SVAT system will be abolished starting from the 1st of next month. Accordingly, the standard VAT system will be reinstated from the 1st of October. The SVAT mechanism was introduced in 2011, replacing the traditional VAT system. This change was prompted by large-scale VAT frauds that occurred during that period. SVAT was implemented due to widespread non-compliance in refund claims, delays in reimbursements to exporters and the economic impact these issues had on the country.
Actually, SVAT will be repealed with effect from October 1st, 2025. After that, we will moving from SVAT to standard VAT system, that is traditional VAT system. So, according to that traditional VAT system, when we are making the payment for our purchases of goods, we have to pay VAT portion with that value. But for the SVAT system, it is not necessary to pay VAT portion to that supplier, but the credit voucher. So, we have to give only the credit voucher and we can receive suspended tax invoice, and because of that no cash involvements for that transactions within that RIP and RIS category if they are in that SVAT scheme. But after this new system, definitely they should pay taxes, the VAT portion to their supplier, and that for that VAT portion they should collect tax invoice, and through that tax invoice exporters can claim their refunds. So, that refund will be issued based on their risk rating. Risk rating will be calculated by the Inland Revenue Department based on the compliance of the taxpayers. So, that is mainly based on the compliance of the taxpayers, that means behavior of the taxpayers.
What is the difference?
For an example, if you want to purchase some item or goods or services from another person for 100 rupees, for that product you have to pay not only that 100 rupee, but VAT portion, that is 18% VAT portion also should be paid. But within that SVAT system, it is not necessary to pay that VAT portion, but you have to issue a credit note for that VAT portion. That means you can pay only 100,000 plus that VAT credit voucher. That is why we are talking that for that within that SVAT system, cash involvement is not there, but only the paper transaction. But after that, now we are going to deviate from that system. That means we are going to repeal SVAT system and we are going to introduce traditional VAT system. According to that traditional VAT system, when you are purchasing some item from another person, definitely you have to make the payment not only for the cost of that product or services, but VAT portion also should be paid, that is 18% VAT. That means when you are purchasing a product or services for 100 rupees, the total amount should be paid to that person is 118 rupees. After that, if you are a eligible exporter or eligible category, that means who are categorized under risk-based refund system, you should pay that 18% VAT portion to the supplier.
Under this new system, taxpayers will be evaluated based on their compliance history, including timely registration, accurate reporting, prompt return submissions, and payment behavior. Based on these criteria, taxpayers will be categorized into low, medium, or high risk.
Actually, SVAT will be abolished from October 1st, 2025, and risk-based refund system will be introduced from that date. So, risk-based refund system is a completely new thing to the Sri Lanka and to the Inland Revenue Department. So, how do we categorize, how do we identify whether they are how do we have to categorize their risk ratings based on the compliance of their taxpayers. So, that means registration on due period, submission of their returns on time, and making their payments on time to the department, and their accurate reporting are the main criteria we are considered for calculation of their risk rating. So, after that, after calculating their risk ratings, we are categorizing taxpayers into 3 categories, that is low, medium and high. So, low category means we can issue their refunds without pre-verification. So, if they are in the low or medium risk rating category, refunds can be issued without pre-verification but post-verification. But if they are in the high risk rating category, refunds will be issued after pre-verification. But even though they are in the low, medium or high risk rating categories, definitely refunds will be issued within 45 days. Based on their risk category, we are not going to consider the dates for the issuance of the refund.